After 20 years, you know we back on. No more Snyder, more McLaurin. 1-4 with the passion, you know we scoring. FedEx field back lit, no it is not boring. John Allen lead the troops, yeah you know we storming. Burgundy and gold in my veins, yeah I bleed that. St. Jude saw the ball, grab a pig, yeah I need that. Man, oh man, oh man. July 20th, 2023 will go down as one of the greatest days of my life. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Josh Harris's introductory press conference after being voted in as the Washington Commanders owner. Now, I haven't heard nothing from Josh Harris yet. This is going to be my first time hearing him speak on the ownership and what he plans to do with the Commanders. So, this is a live reaction. You're getting my authentic reaction. So, without further ado, let's get straight to today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new content like this to the channel. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, trying to get there as soon as possible, man. This is a very, very big time and a very exciting time. So to celebrate, we're going to be doing a call-in live stream this Saturday. To celebrate, you can call in, tell me how excited you are, and just show your fandom and support for the new ownership. Now with all that out the way, let's get straight to it. Alright y'all, so we got it pulled up here, man, and it was a unanimous decision. Everybody wanted Josh Harris voted in as owner, so let's see what he got to say, man. I'm super excited.
Okay, thank you.
All set? Okay, let me make a few comments about Josh. I think Josh is going to be a great addition to the NFL and his ownership group. He has a remarkable business record, not just in finance, but also now in sports. And I think he's a person who cares deeply about not just his assets, but more importantly, his communities and how he gives back. So we look forward to having Josh a part of the league. He's brought an incredible group of investors and partners that all seem to have ties to Washington. As someone who grew up in Washington, I know how important that franchise is to that community. And
oh, Roger Goodell grew up out here? I didn't know that.
The franchise, I know, is in good hands with this group. So we're thrilled to have him. And so we'll invite Josh up. He'll take a few questions, and then I'll be back for a few more questions.
Thanks, Roger.
Yep.
And hello, everyone. It's an exciting day.
Very exciting day.
And Commissioner, thank you for voting for us and allowing us to be partners and great stewards in the NFL. And we're excited for your trust, and we will not let you down. So as a lifelong Washington football fan that grew up in Chevy Chase, I'm incredibly excited and humbled by the opportunity to serve alongside my partners as stewards of this great franchise on behalf of the city of Washington, D.C. One of my first memories as a child was walking down East Capitol Street, walking into RFK Stadium, hearing the roar of the crowd, feeling the rumble.
Let me first say this. Now, I know when Dan Snyder took over, he was a lifelong fan too. But it's just something different about this lifelong fan. Now, he hasn't done anything yet. So that's probably the reason why we're also super excited, is because he hasn't really done much. But it's also like he can't be worse than Dan Snyder. But he's a lifelong fan too. And I know a lot of us wanted to steer clear of those guys. But again, like I said, it's just something different about Josh Harris, lifelong fan, opposed to Dan Snyder. And his rap sheet and his portfolio speaks to that.
I grew up watching Sonny Jurgensen, Billy Kilmer, Joe Theismann, Mark Rippon, Doug Williams, the Hogs, Joe Gibbs, Darryl Green, Art Monk, and 3 Super Bowls. And I remember that's the Washington, then Redskins, now Commanders that I remember. This franchise is part of who I am and who I've become as a person. But being a fan is not enough.
Yeah.
To be successful, We understand that we need to win championships,
Talk to
create
him,
a
Josh.
positive impact on the community, and create incredible memories and great experiences for our fan base, much like I had as a youth growing up in Washington. We'll have more to say in the days that come, but today I want to leave it here. To our team and the incredible fan base in Washington, a new era of Washington football is here. It's time to get to work.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Time to get to work, baby. Training camp less than a week away.
Josh, this obviously was an up and down process. What are your feelings about the process as you get to the end of it? And also, do you have a sense of the significance that this day holds for both the fan base and for the league as a whole?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously it was a long process. Sometimes that's what happens. We're very excited to get to work and to start the new era of Washington football. And yeah, I mean, we are humbled and awed by the level of responsibility that we have to take care of the city and to win championships and to, you know, really excite the fans again.
Next question, John Hunt, ESPN. You just stated how you grew up as a Washington fan.
I did.
Has it been hard for you to see how the team has kind of deteriorated over the last couple decades? And what do you feel is a responsibility to kind of rebuild that? And how, you know, is it an immense responsibility?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously it's an amazing day for me and very exciting, but I've had many sleepless nights and I will have many sleepless nights. Like, I'm going to sweat this. I feel an awesome sense of responsibility to the city of Washington. I know what I got to do. And ultimately that comes down to winning, and it's not easy. There are 31 other owners that are good at what they do. There are 31 other cities, but it's on me and it's on our ownership group to deliver, and that's what we're going to do.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, congrats. You've talked about the glory years and everything, and all of that was at RFK Stadium. Roger Goodell, last time we spoke, he said he understands how important RFK is. How important is RFK to you, and how do you view that in the prism of the new brand, and are there a lot of things for you to consider there?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously we're just getting here, and we're on the eve of training camp, which starts, you know, obviously this weekend and into next week. And, you know, our first priority is like going to be football and what we do on the field. We're hard at work trying to figure out how we improve fan experience. And then we're going to start engaging with the community. Those are our three priorities. And obviously there's a lot of things. I mean, what I love about Washington, it has incredibly passionate football fans, and they want to talk about a lot of things, and obviously that's one of them, and we're going to be focused on that. But right now it's day one, and it's going to take a while to unpack what really makes sense. As far as RFK, I mean, obviously I understand it's the spiritual home of the history of the Commanders.
Let's go a couple more. Next we'll go to Charlotte from Channel 9.
Hey there. I know that you have a home in Philadelphia, New Jersey, obviously owning different teams and different sports. How involved do you see yourself being with the Commanders? Do you see yourself being in Washington a lot of the time?
Yeah, so look, first of all, my mom is in Washington. My friends, where I grew up, she's still there. So I'm going to be in Washington a lot. I need to be present. I'm going to be part of the community again. I'm really looking forward to coming home. Cousins, friends, and so, yeah, I have a lot going on, but, you know, this is incredibly important right now for this city, and I'm going to be remembered for what I do in Washington, and so that's not lost on me.
All right, Josh, we going to hold you to it. He said he going to be remembered for what he do in Washington, y'all. That's what he said. We going to hold him to it.
And so I'm all in.
Hey, Josh.
Ben.
You mentioned the football side of things. Obviously, you've got a lot to evaluate, but how right now, how much have you been already studying, and how much have you been kind of aware of, you know, what's been going on that side of the building?
Yeah, so we haven't really had a lot of access. Before you own an NFL team or pick to own an NFL team, really there's a lot of different rules to staying away. So I've obviously met the football staff, and I've obviously witnessed what they've done from the outside in terms of some of the improvements they've brought to the team over the last few years. It's a big, important season, but you know, day one, we're going to be engaging with them and trying to understand how they tick and what they do. And so for the first season, right? We're getting here right at training camp. The reality is that a lot of what you do as in ownership to affect a team happens prior to this point. And so we're going to be doing a lot of listening and learning and watching and, watching what Ron and his staff do.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Harris. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right, that's our first time hearing from Josh Harris. He's kind
Yes,
of in the background
sir,
throughout this
baby.
whole process. The new owner of the Washington Commanders there, and what stood out to me, he says a new era of Washington football is here, and he really touched on improving the fan experience, getting through to the fans first and foremost.
Yeah, a lot of key takeaways there. Also talking about what he feels is the level of responsibility taking over this franchise, improving the brand, improving the fan experience, and making it a more welcoming franchise for everyone. And then there was the subtleness of his opening statements talking about RFK. And
All right, y'all, so there we have it. The very first press conference from new Washington Commanders owner Josh Harris. And, man, like I said, I'm very excited. It hasn't really sunk in yet, probably because this process has been so drawn out that we've just been wanting it to be over for the longest, man. But as time go on, as we start to see Josh Harris's face more, as training camp gets underway, I'm more than certain that the excitement will be kicked in a lot more. Like I said, y'all, we got the celebration call-in show going live Saturday at about 7 p.m. So make sure y'all come through for that, man. Call in and voice your opinion and your excitement on the team. But there you have it. And let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Trying to get there as soon as possible. It's a new era, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't wait to get it started. See y'all next time. I'm out. Peace. 1999 when it went wrong, but now we gonna sound a party like it's 99. Chase young off the edge, hey what's up 99? The Predator is back, man, that knee is looking fine. It's time to take command. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's time to take command. Do you hear what I'm saying? One Gotti, the whole fan base. It's time to party. It's time to party.